Alright guys, 2Kill Stew here, and we're back playing Ni no Kuni again, this time with a video showing you how to grind XP a little bit later on in the game. So the first thing you want to do is go into your magic menu, hit the travel spell and go down to Perdida. Perdida is somewhere where you get a bit later in the game, just before you look for the battle with Shadar. This is the area here. If we go onto the map, you'll see it's Billy Goat's Bluff South, and onto the world map it's just northwest of Hamlin there on the mark. This is where we want to be, and this is an excellent place for grinding. It's quite a linear path here, and it's just a simple case of heading down it, and we're looking for Toko Tokos, the evolution of the Toko from the first video. So there is one on the world map in front of me there. Make use of your Veil spell if you've got it, cast that and you're guaranteed to sneak up on it, it won't run away and you'll get a surprise attack. Better than that, because we've seen it on the world map, we've got the chance, and there we've achieved it, we've got 2 of them. So yes, you can get 2 Toko Tokos in a battle on this area for grinding, which is really great for high XP and getting your characters leveled up quickly. So as with the Tokos, if you've seen that video, you want to hit them hard and hit them quickly. Ignore the other enemies on the board, it's the Toko Toko you want to take out first. He will try and run away and escape, and it'll cost you your XP. But as you can see, I've taken them both out there pretty easily, and here we go, a grand total of 17,716 XP. And as you can see, other than the Toko that I have in my team, everyone's leveled up. Not just 1 level or 2 levels, some of them they are 5 levels. That's not unknown for your characters. A great way to level up, particularly if you've got low level characters in your squad, or perhaps you've just evolved one of your familiars and it's started back at level 1. You can bump up through the levels really quickly here. The important thing to remember though is make sure that you actually have still a strong familiar in your team, or a few strong familiars, so that you can take the Toko Tokos out really quickly. But it's just a case of heading through this area, through the map. You can avoid the randoms if you want and search for the Toko Tokos. They can appear quite frequently on the world map, but on top of that, you can just go into the battles with other enemies. You will sometimes find them. Now look out for that, the exclamation mark moved really quickly there. That's actually a Toko Toko. That's how quickly they move. Quick cast of the Veil spell will actually pause them in that position. And as you can see, I've got another doubler. So just to go back to that point, when you cast magic, you've maybe noticed this playing the game, once you've cast your magic spell, Oliver can actually still move quite quickly. The enemies on the board just pause for maybe a second or 2. So utilise that to slow them down and get running right up to them. Now you see here, not only have I had 2 Toko Tokos, but I've been extremely fortunate to actually activate the ability to catch one of them or tame one, which I'm taking the opportunity for. Obviously it's up to you, but I can assure you it's very rare for that to come up. So I've taken them, and it just shows you here as well, just to confirm, if you do tame the enemy you still get the XP for it. So I still get a good 17,000 XP, and you'll struggle to beat that kind of XP anywhere else in the game. Certainly at this stage it's a really high amount and good for early grinding. Now you'll see here I've actually got a level 1 character in my team coming up next, and he's quickly jumped from level 1 to level 17. Shows you just how quickly you can actually grind through the levels and get your team boosted up. If you've got characters that you've just evolved perhaps, or new characters that you've just picked up, it's definitely a good spot to grind in. The Toko Tokos do come up fairly regularly and you'll have good results with that. And now it's just a case of carrying on through the path here and looking for more Toko Tokos. As I say, I tend to find they are relatively common in this area of the map, and just keep grinding through it, and you do seem to pick plenty of them up. It's up to you whether you go into the random battles with the other characters looking to pick up Toko Tokos. It does happen, but it is also worthwhile just going through it, avoiding the other characters and looking for the Toko Tokos on the world map. Once you get to this clearing at the end, it's just a case of fast travel back to Perdida and do it all over again. Just remember, if you're grinding like this, it's always a good idea to swap your familiars about, get some of the weaker familiars off the bench and get them into the team, get them leveled up as well so that they get stronger, and it gives you more options as you go through the game. Just as many battles as you can in the area, trying to find the Toko Tokos and pick them up. One thing I should point out is when you find them on the world map, I've obviously been quite lucky up until this point, in the video, but you won't always get a double Toko Toko. This next battle that I go into here and this fast forward, I only get a single Toko Toko off it, but you'll see from the next little clip you still get a really good XP, 9,030 from that. So you're getting about 8,000 XP plus for a Toko Toko on its own. Also on top of that, as I have said, and just to prove the point, you do get Toko Tokos out with the battles of them shown on the world map. You will find them in with other groups here, and I actually get into a battle here with a Fluroborus. You know that here from the start, when I start the attack, the first person that I target is the Fluroborus. That's how we can confirm that's who he was. But I have a Toko Toko on the screen. Now, just also, as I did with the Toko video, I'll show you here why it's so important to target the Toko Toko first. So even with a sneak attack, I've taken out the other two, and he's quickly run off to the edge of the map and he's disappeared. I've not been able to catch him, and as is the case with the Tokos, you don't get the XP for it, so you only get the couple of hundred, which is normally not bad, but when you're used to getting 9,000, not so good. So it's important to target them early and take them out. So that's basically it, guys. Just keep grinding this area, keep walking along this path back to Perdida, and then do it all over again, and you can quickly level up. In previous playthroughs, I've used this area to level up to max level, so if you've got the patience, it's definitely worthwhile. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please click the like button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you've any questions or ideas, leave them in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next one.